Hey everyone, this is Mike with CryptoTaxed. In today's video, we're going to do a little technical analysis, go over some news, and just look at the market overall. But before we begin, let's go over that quick disclaimer. The information provided in these videos and accompanying materials for informational purposes only. It should not be considered legal or financial advice. You should consult with your own financial advisor before making any investment decisions. So let's go ahead and hop into it, and I'm going to make this video kind of quick today because we're not seeing a lot of action, but right now we're looking at Bitcoin, and as you can see, we kind of came down here, broke this trend line, and it kind of came up, and although we broke it, I'm not just going to go ahead and say that this is a full, hey, we broke the support, we're going to just keep going down. I think in a way we kind of found it. The next day or two is going to be more interesting to me, because right here is kind of like an inside up move, which is more of a bearish move, but we do have a very indecisive doji right here. This could mean, hey, we're getting ready to rally and go up. Then again, it could mean the flip side, we could be going down. I do think this is tendency to be more of a bullish sign, because there is a bullish indicator right here where you have a candle's body come up, and then the next one meets where it left off, comes up, and it's less than half, which is an inside up. So I tend to think this is more of a bullish mark. Now, how big of a bullish mark? Nobody can really say for sure, but another reason I kind of feel that way is because if you look down here at the MACD, we already made our bearish cross. That was that huge candlestick. And as you can see, we're starting to flatten out, and they're starting to catch up. And it looks like, you know, hold on, let me just get the brush and we'll just draw it out. Again, I'm not an artist, so I apologize for this. But, you know, if we're here, you know, it should flatten out before making a move. And this one here is probably going to come down like that. That's kind of what I would expect, based off what we're seeing with the candlesticks and the way the support is. Now, whether it'll come to fruition, who knows, but another indicator that kind of makes me feel that this is going to be more of a bullish event is right down here. So here on your stochastic is, if you can tell, we'll just say the blue line, I'll just keep it simple, blue and red. So when this blue line crosses over the red in this motion here, that's a very bearish move. And as you can see, it coincides with this bearish candlestick just as much as if the blue crosses red going up is more of a bullish. So we crossed it here, and you can see it went up a little bit, not massive, but it did. Now the other thing you got to look at is the channel. So this is based on 100%. So down here at the bottom, 0, obviously up at 100. So right now is prime buying time. So basically what it looks like is going to happen is that it should cross over, and when it does, you'll see it start going up, kind of like it does over here. And I'm trying to find you an example, which is kind of right over here. Let's go ahead and move the graph right here. So last time we had this happen is huge bearish candlesticks in a row. Then we had our switch, and as you can see on this particular graph, it crossed, it went down the channel, it follows down, then it went flat very temporarily, and it crossed, and when it crossed, it came back up. And as you can see in the graph above, we went bullish, and it's setting up to play out the same way. So for me, just looking at the indicators, looking at the wicks, the candlesticks, I would think this is going to be more of a bullish move. And I'm not expecting it to do this. All right, so I don't want to be misconstrued as when I say bullish. I'm expecting more of something gradual, because we've been horizontal. So if we expect something on kind of like this, I wouldn't be surprised. And you know, and I'm drawing that very linear, more linear. So you know, if it does something like this, it's not going to be shocking. But we're getting really close to that resistance time frame. I mean, October 26th, 28th is right here at the end of this descending triangle. You know, it's going to break one way or the other by then. I think it'll do something before then, but that's kind of like D-Day right there. So just be aware, just keep an eye on that. But you know, it's at the bottom of this bullish channel, and it's making a move. Let's go ahead and look at that Hakanashi candlestick chart, and let's just see what it's doing. So, oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong one. Let's go over here and check it out. So remember when I was talking about this is, you see all these greens, it just shows bearish and bullish indicators. Typically when you're on a green run like this, when you see a massive red one, typically that's a bearish indicator. Boom, you fall off the world just as much as green. Typically is a sign it's a changing in the market. So right now we still do not have our green. So we could take another red one here and still be maintaining support. But it wouldn't shock me if we get ready to have a green one to make this a change, based off of these two indicators, the MACD and the stochastic RSI. Real quick, we'll just run through the other ones while we're here. Let's look at Ripple, and let me change it back to the candlesticks. Even with that, you can still see Ripple is in that downward trend, which I told you about. The MACD is kind of flattening out. And we did make a bullish stochastic move right here. And hence, that's why you're finding it to be kind of flat. So, me personally, I'm still kind of in the wait and see position. It really hasn't said, hey, we're going up, we're going down. We don't really have any indicators, candlestick wise, saying it's going to go up, because this isn't really a inside up, just because of this one being so small. If anything, this is more indecision. So it's kind of more of a beware. Ethereum, and a lot of these charts going to look the same, where you got the big bearish, and then now we're in that kind of what's going to happen. Although this is more of an inside down pattern, so I do expect it to kind of go up. It's actually crossed on the stochastic, and the MACD is starting to come back up. So Ethereum might actually be getting ready to go on a some sort of rally. And I'm not going to say a massive bull rally, but it might take like a little mini rally, something we've been seeing lately. Let's go look at Litecoin. Litecoin and Ethereum look pretty much identical. So the same goes for Litecoin. Expect it to be, slightly rally, more horizontal than anything. And I added a new one today because somebody I talked to personally, they trade in EOS. So they're like, hey, what do you think about EOS? I decided to put it on there, and there's the big bearish drop. There goes EOS. And since I haven't ever talked about it before, let's just go ahead and just look at it right now. So EOS, when it was at its all-time high, went down in this bear market like everything else, setting new higher lows. We found our support level there, and we broke out of the resistance. We actually came up, but the problem is we didn't set another higher high. We just traded flat. So we actually set a higher high from this point here. Then we just set a higher, another lower high, and we're flat. So I would think that this is going to go on some kind of rally. This is our support level. We should be able to maintain this. It's been beating its head on it, and we've maintained well. MACD looks good, and it looks like the stochastic shows it's getting ready to go on a little rally too. So anyway, that's those. And then of course my wild card, as I like to say, we're still going on a bullish run on this particular coin, which is Genesis Vision. And what's even better is this actually might be a good time to buy, because if you look at the stochastic right down here, it's getting ready to cross, and it's getting ready to go into the prime buying section. Same thing with the MACD. MACD is getting ready to make a crossover, and we're still well within our bullish channel. So this to me is a bull run. We're on a bull run in this one. So all right, just let me know what y'all think. If there's a coin y'all want me to check out, by all means, please let me know, and we'll check that out. Next, let's just go ahead and go to the news. Again, I didn't want to make this video too long, so this is going over how 0x or OX has been put onto Coinbase Pro and Coinbase. So if you don't know, this is an ERC20 token, and it's actually the first one that they've put on there. Since they've listed it, it's now up 13%. And this just kind of shows you this chart, what it's done since it's been listed, which boom, right there it is. And so if y'all are ever looking for a token or a coin to buy, when is it prime or whatever, whenever Coinbase says, hey, we're looking at listing whatever, those are perfect coins to go ahead and start buying on, because as soon as Coinbase does it, this is what happens almost every time. They'll shoot up, 10 to 15% typically, and that is a good time to buy. So always be aware of what Coinbase is saying. What are they planning on putting on there? If you're not following them on Twitter, follow them. See what they plan on putting on there, because those are always prime buying opportunities. I mean, right before they listed it, it was down here. I mean, you're talking 66 cents. So if you just sit there and you just hoarded up and bought them, then it gets listed and look, it shoots up to 90 cents. I mean, you've made a good little chunk of change for little or nothing. So, always be aware of Coinbase. I'm going to put this article in, so if you want to read the article, it'll be down there. The next one is coming from CNBC on Circle. So, y'all know, if you've watched my video on exchanges, the mobile app Circle Invest, it's actually one that's backed by Goldman Sachs. So, it's a bigger investment firm that's backing this. They earlier this year bought Poloniex, and those who've been in the market for a while knows back then Poloniex is one of the bigger players in crypto. They're not quite Binance, but they are a bigger player. And so this article is going into how they're planning on bringing in stable coins and how they're looking to be the crypto exchange. They're based in America. They have a ton of money that backs them, but they're aiming to be the big boy on the block, so to say. And so, I'm gonna put a link to this video. It is definitely worth the read, especially if you're into Circle Invest on your mobile, or if you ever use Poloniex. This is a great one to read, and especially this area right here. It goes into how they're putting in, well, I hate to say it, laying the foundation for that overall exchange that they're trying to build. So by all means, let's just I'm just gonna leave it in there, so if you want to read it, come read it. If we had to go through this, it would just take forever to go through this, so I'll put it in there, link description below, and y'all can go over that. Lastly, let's just take a look at the market. And like I've said in every video, CoinMarketCap's kind of the go-to. Nothing wrong with it, but I just want to keep bringing y'all different ones, using different ones. That way, if you see it, maybe it's something that you like. So this is CoinLore. And on here, they're set up just like CoinMarketCap. You can see how many cryptocurrencies they put on here, the markets, the total market cap, and it's really interesting. We're at 201 billion, so we're still down for, say, the week. Bitcoin dominance, which is almost 54%, and Ethereum dominance. Right here, we got our top 100. You can always view all, but as we're just scrolling through it, as you can see over here, we're really going horizontal. We ain't got no big, huge gains, wins, losses. It is red, but we're talking 2% or less, and green's 2% or less. So it's really kind of flat. It's nothing major going on right now. So just wanted to show y'all that real quick. This is CoinLore, so if it's something you would like, by all means, I'll put a link in the description below. But with that, you guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think Bitcoin's going to do. I mean, do you think it's going to come roaring out of this descending triangle, or do you think we got room to fall down and we're going to test this 6,000 level of support? It's been since June, the end of June, since we've tested that support level. We've maintained above it really well, and we've actually set this new trend line. So, tell me what you think. Do you think we're going to hit this and try to find new support, or do you think we can maintain this new support level that we're on? Also, go ahead and start send me your coin list, anything that you want to review, anything you want to look at, and I'll make sure I put it on there. But as always, if you like this video, want to see more, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you're notified anytime we post new material. Also, smash that like button. It really is helping our channel grow, to get recognized and get put out there more. I always feel like you can never have too many voices in a space, because there's other people that talk about crypto, and by all means, I recommend you go and check out more than just me. Go check out them. Get your opinions from everywhere to really help you in your investment decisions. But with that, you guys, I hope you have a good night and happy trading. Talk to you next time.